Hi guys, what's up? Today I'm going to show you a solo and a riff from a great song called Owner of a Lonely Heart. It's from a band called Yes. The solo has a very interesting harmonizer sound and the riff is very easy and fun to play, so check it out. Alright, this is the riff of the song, and the first chord is A5, power chord. My A string is open, and my first finger is barring the D and G string at the second fret. Okay? And this is the chord. And the second chord is B5. Okay? Very common form of a power chord. My first finger is going to the second fret of the A string, my third finger on the fourth fret of the D string, and my pinky goes to the fourth fret of the G string. This is B5. And then I'm going up the neck, one half step, okay, to C5. And I'm keeping the same form of the B5. So it sounds like that. Then I'm going to the D5 chord and I have two options. The first option is taking this form a whole step up the neck and I'm on the D5, okay, at the 5th fret. My first finger at the 5th fret. But I prefer this D5. Okay, the same notes. And this D5 is going like that. This string is open, first finger on the second fret of the G string, and my third finger on the third fret of the B string. So it sounds like that. And I'm not playing on the high E string. So everything sounds like that. And I'm playing twice on D5, okay? Remember. Then I'm on the low E string on the third fret, okay, with a little bit of muting. And I'm playing the G5 chord. D string is open and G string is open. Very simple. Okay? So I'm doing this. Okay? Everything. Then after that I'm playing again A5, B5, C5, and twice on the D5. Okay, and it just repeats itself. Okay, let's move to the solo. Alright, this is the first section, and as you can hear, this solo has harmonizer effect, and what this harmonizer effect is doing is just adding a note in a distance of a fifth from the original note. So if the solo starts from A to G note, it's just adding the E and D note. Okay, so let's see what I'm doing here. On the B string I'm bending full bend from the 8th fret, and then I'm playing on the 8th fret. Very quick note. Then I'm barring my third finger on the D and G string at the 7th fret, okay? And I'm playing the D string, 7th fret, then G string, 7th fret, then D string again, and my first finger goes to the G string, 5th fret, and with a little bit of quarter bend, then on the D string with my third finger, 7th fret, and I'm sliding down. So it sounds like that, slowly. Then I'm on the B string, 5th fret, and I hammer on to the 8th fret with vibrato. Then I'm on the high E string, 10th fret, full bend, gradual bend. Okay, then with my first finger on the high E string, 8th fret, and then third finger on the 10th fret of the high E string. So it sounds like that. And then I'm going on the high E string to the 22nd fret, and I'm making full bend. And I'm releasing the bend. Okay, let's move to the second section. Alright, this is the second section, and after the full bend from the 22nd fret, I'm going to the D string with my pinky, 5th fret, then on the G string, 2nd fret, and then with my third finger on the 4th fret of the G string, half bend, and then release. So it sounds like that. And after the release, I'm just taking my first finger to the 2nd fret of the G string, and I'm playing it. Okay, so it sounds like that. Okay, on the 4th fret I have a little bit of vibrato here, as you can hear. Then I'm going to the high E string on the 8th fret, then on the B string, 10th fret. And it's sort of a sweep picking upward, because it is very quick transition from note to note. Okay? Then I'm on the B string, 8th fret, and again another 8th fret, and hammer on to the 10th fret. Very quick hammer on, okay? Grace note actually. So it sounds like that. Then I'm another 10th fret of the B string. Then on the high E string, I'm on the 8th fret, and I'm making quarter bend. Then I'm on the 10th fret of the high E string, 8. Then on the B string, 10th fret, and then on the G string, 9th fret. So it sounds like that. And then the transition from the B string to the G string, I'm just making another sweep pick, okay, because this is very quick transition. So everything sounds like that. And then I'm playing the G string open, and I'm pushing my tremolo bar upward whole step. From G note to A note. Okay? Everything slowly sounds like that. Alright, let's move on. Okay, I'm on the third section and the last section, and my first finger goes to the B and high E string on the 5th fret, and I'm barring both of them. I'm starting from the B string 5th fret, then high E string 5th fret, then B string 5th fret again, then my third finger goes to the 8th fret of the B string and full bend. Okay? And then I have a successive full bends and releases. Excuse me. Okay, and I'm ending on a full bend from the 8th fret. So it sounds like that. Okay, and then I have some quick lick, and let's break it down to a few sections. Okay, this is the lick, and the first section sounds like that. Very, very slowly. Again. And let's see what I'm doing. I'm on the B string, 20th fret, full bend, then 17th fret, 20, then I'm going down to the high E string, 17, 20, then 19, hammer on to 20, pull off to 19, okay, and then pull off to 17. So it sounds like that. Then I'm hammer on the high E string to the 20th fret, then pull off to the 17th fret, then on the B string 20th fret, and then on the high E string 17. Okay, so it sounds like that. Quick. This note on the 17th fret of the high E string is the first note of the second section of the squeak lick, and it's in 6-tuplets rhythm. It sounds like that. Okay, what I'm doing here, 17th fret of the high E string, then on the B string 20, pull up to 17, hammer on to 20 again, pull up to 17 the second time, and then I'm on the G string 19, 17 of the B string again, then 19 on the G string, and pull off to 17th fret of the G string. So very slowly it sounds like that. Okay, look at my right hand. Many pull-offs and hammer-ons. Okay, and then I'm barring the D and G string at the 19th fret, and I'm playing D, G, D, and then with my first finger on the G string 17th fret, I'm making full bend. And I'm sliding down the neck. So it sounds slowly like that. Again. And quickly. All right. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time.